Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through the Supreme Arena defenses I've come up with for this week. We're going to lead it off with the free-to-play formations. The good news is all the maps are symmetrical, so you can just copy the formation IDs in the corner of the video and get your teams set up. Okay, so for free-to-play team number 1, it is going to be the Nero, Damon, Shimura team with Iron and Almas crowd control. This is a very strong team and uses the Baelran faction talents pretty well. So I definitely recommend this team. I think a lot of people will be able to pull this one off. And I've decided to go for the Dragon Roar artifact again, but you can also go for Malison artifact if you want to. Okay, team number 2. Team number 2 is going to be the same map effect as in the previous week, which is a little bit unfortunate news because this isn't the best map unless you have Baelran built, and I'm assuming most free-to-play players would not have Baelran built. So basically here what I've decided is Twins and Faramore are going to be the two heroes to enter combat at the beginning, and with the Guardian spell they're going to be very well protected, almost guaranteed to get off their ultimate. The Twins ultimate is going to give haste to both of them, and then Faramore is going to start drastically dealing damage after he casts his ultimate. So that is basically the team concept here. And basically if you do want to swap out Faramore, you can swap him out for some other melee damage dealer bruiser. It can be Harok if you have Harok built onto this tile. It can be Lenya if you want to try using Lenya. Basically, these are the different team options, but Faramore is really good in this mode because he has really high damage output. So I would recommend Faramore for a free-to-play lineup. And then map number 3. So map number 3, I've decided to make a bit of a change to the Baelran team, which was previously we were using the Bonnie, Tossie, Stroll comp. And definitely that team is still good. Basically, rather than Siren, you can go for Tossie and just try to stroll out enemies with Bonnie. And that is a good strategy. But at the same time, you can also go for this more offensive, like quicker kill comp with Siren and Bonnie if you have these heroes built up and also Paragon upgraded. And like here, for example, we have Ludovic to heal the entire team, provide them the haste buff from his charms. Lily May will be interrupting enemies, and then also when she comes back onto the field, she'll be available to get the heal from Ludovic as well. And Bonnie is going to deal pretty good damage. And with the Alderbo spell, because we have like basically all range damage dealers here, this is going to proc a lot and get off a lot of value. So basically, this is an interesting team concept you can try. However, definitely if you want to go for the Tossie comp, which we've run in the previous weeks, this would be totally fine as well. And this is probably how I would arrange the formation. And then for that team, you can go for either the Shadow Blast spell if you want more offensive, or you can go for Light Call if you want more defensive. So basically, those are the different options for a free-to-play lineup. Now, moving on to the mid teams, basically the Harok teams for this week. The first team is going to be the same, which is the Iron, Almas, and Nero Shimura team. Team number 2 is going to be Harok and Faramore together on these faction talent tiles. And I think this is probably stronger than, for example, using like Twins and Harok or something like that. Because basically you have two major kill threats, and they're both going to be very tanky with the Guardian spell and also with the faction talent tiles. It's going to be difficult for the opponent to kill you. Faramore's attack buff is also being provided to Harok. And then all you need is for Harok to get 1 or 2 kills, and he will probably carry you for the whole fight. Of course, it's still going to lose to Baelran. It's still going to lose to some pay-to-win teams people are running here. But for the non-pay-to-win teams, this is very, very strong. Both of these heroes were basically one of the top choices for Sunlit Showdown, the 1v1 mode. And those are the heroes which really dominate here in this Supreme Arena map. And yeah, so this is going to be a very strong option that I recommend for like a mid-level. And then team number 3 is going to be the same one. I don't know. I'm going to be doing a lot more testing with like this Siren Bonnie style comp rather than the Tossie version to see if it is better. But Tossie again can be good, and you can make that same swap that we talked about in the free-to-play team 3 because it's basically the same team. Okay, so the overall best pay-to-win teams are going to be very pay-to-win. So here we have the Dunlinger Cryonia team with Scarlita shielding protection, Kulu as well for the range defense buff, also the wall to like delay the opponent, and then Damon to further buff up the Cryonia with the Dragon Roar spell. This is a very strong team and one of the best hypercarry comps. Now, obviously, if you have Cryonia built and you want to run a team like this, you just have to make sure you get the Celestial Hypogean faction talent tiles. You can put in whichever Celestial Hypogean you have, basically. But I would recommend Damon buffing up the Cryonaya. You could even go for Rowan for energy boosting. You could go for Theodore in front of Cryonaya. These are all team concepts you can basically try. Or, of course, if you have Diurnal built, you can run the Dunlinger Diurnal team that we've shown in previous weeks. And just to show that briefly, the core is going to be Dunlinger, Scarlita, Diurnal, core force spell onto the Diurnal. And then you want to have the buffers for the intoxication stacks, which are going to be Leica right next to the Diurnal. And then you also want to have Hugin in front of the Diurnal. So this is basically the Diurnal comp, which is also very strong. Basically, you can pick if you have these heroes built. Now, moving on to team number 2. Team number 2, best team is going to be this one. Baelran on the Malefaction talent tile with the Light Call spell for healing and the twins to buff and heal up Baelran to be the hero to enter along with Baelran into the 2v2. This is going to be the best team basically you can run for this Supreme Arena map, but of course you would need to have Baelran built if you want to run it. And now for me, because my Baelran is Supreme Plus, I'm not going to run Baelran. Even though Baelran is a beast in this map, it still isn't good enough for like a Supreme Plus Baelran to be beating Paragon 4 players. So I'm not going to be running Baelran. However, if you have Baelran built up, this is the team you'll want to run basically. So that's why I included this in the Baelran team. And we're running Coco behind the Mikola. We have Shakir on the other faction talent tile, Pink Twin up front and Blue Twin in the back. And now team number 3. So team number 3 is going to be, okay, this is really interesting, right? This is going to be similar kind of to the free-to-play mid-level teams, however, not really completely similar. It's a much more offensive comp. You have Theodore to boost Siren, so Siren's almost going to insta-cast his ultimate. That is going to provide the defense shred from the Theodore Dark Moon. And then you have Bonnie dealing damage, Nero dealing damage, Nero charms onto Bonnie, Ludovic healing the entire team, providing them the haste buff from his charms, and with the Aldobo spell for more long-range damage. So there's a lot of damage potential basically in a team like this. And you're just going to try to kill the opponent in like 5 seconds or less. And it has a lot of nuking power because Nero with the Supreme Plus skill upgrade is going to hit all enemies with his normal attacks. Bonnie also going to debuff and then Siren can group them up. This is a very strong and solid team. And I'm going to be testing it for this week basically. But yeah, now for my pay-to-win teams, because I don't have Baelran upgraded, that is going to be the final teams that I show you right now. That is going to be using an alternative strategy for map number 2, which is going to have Talene and Damien. Now, the idea behind this strategy is I have Damien far away from Talene, so he will not be healing the Talene, and I just want Talene to be killed as quickly as possible, because Damien counts as basically an ally being killed because he's off the field, and Talene, as soon as she goes down for the initial life, then all my other 3 heroes in the reserve are going to come into battle and we can fight a 5v2. That is basically the strategy here, and this is a good strategy. However, it's still not good enough to beat Baelran. Baelran is going to beat you. You don't have the damage to nuke Baelran, unfortunately, so you cannot, you still can't beat Baelran with this, but this can beat basically any non-Baelran version, because Talene is going to get killed quickly, or basically start reviving, and then your other 3 are going to enter, and you're going to have a 5v2 situation, and that is going to be strong, and you have a Thalia for nuking, but it's still not enough to nuke Baelran because he gets set up too quickly. And Storm Dash spell is more offensive, execution, deals some damage periodically. So basically that is it. And then you have Tassi and Athalia on the faction tiles. You have Lily May off of it. And that is basically going to be it for team number 3. It is going to be, yeah, the same teams basically. So anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully from this you can get some inspiration for teams you can run, or just copy one of the formation IDs. Overall, basically this is still going to be a difficult week for no Baelran or low Baelran players, because map number 2 is all Baelran. Baelran is dominating this map and no one can even touch him. It's only the other maps where you actually have a chance of winning if you don't have Baelran and your opponents have Baelran. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.